Hey guys, Kev here. And I have a package. This comes from Lithuania. And this is from Baltic Blades. So this is a bladesmith out of Lithuania, and he's trying to build up his company. He got a website, really cool. And he reached out to me on via email, and he was like, "Hey, dude, I'd love to get your take on this knife and see if you wouldn't mind reviewing it." So, he wanted to get it out there a little bit, and he wanted some feedback at the same time. I told him I'm not a huge fixed blade guy. Now, I have recently gotten into them a little bit. I bought that really nice custom kitchen knife from Dogwood Customs at Blade West. I bought this knife at Blade West. This is the Chickadee from Jacob Creates, and this I carry every day now. So I was thinking if I could get a knife from him that had a similar setup carried on my belt like that, it would be really cool. So we're going to see how this goes. I forget the name of the knife, but it is a small EDC fixed blade, and I don't think it has handles. It's kind of like lanyard. There's a little note in here. Oh, this thing is sick, dude. Wow, I just got really excited. I think it's like the Scalpel or something. We'll probably learn in a second, but this is gorgeous. Now, it doesn't have anything attached to it here, so I wonder if I could rig that. Let me just see. I'm sure I could order something or even have a leather sheath made or something, but I wonder if... Oh, no, it's a lot smaller. Shit. I was going to say, what if I could get, this to fit on there, but I could probably find something, right? And then do the same thing. I just loop this around my belt and I have it cross draw. This is even smaller. That's crazy. So we'll do a comparison, but let's take a look. So here's a couple of stickers, Baltic Blades on Instagram and Facebook. We got a little movement here, but that's okay. I love that blue. Let me make sure this is something I can read on camera. Hope so. All right, here we go. For me, every customer is very dear because I sell not a product, but an object whose creation gives me joy. An object which requires a lot of sweat, effort, and soul to craft. If you have any questions or something is unclear or you just want to send some positive vibes, you can always reach out to me. Here's how you can reach him right there. I really hope that for you, using this tool will be as fun for me as it was making it. If you will be sharing photos, videos, reviews on the internet, please do not forget to tag Baltic Blades page or send me it via DM. In other case, I might miss it. I am very thankful for every share and recommendation. This lets my dream of going full-time come one step closer every day. I know how that feels, dude. Critically important information. Paracord is tied in a diamond knot. Search for this name on YouTube if you want to change the cord to another one. Knife is made from AEBL 61 HRC stainless steel. It was engineered for razor blades. The best thing is that it requires not that much effort to reach high sharpness and is easy to maintain and sharpen daily when needed. Do not wash in a dishwasher. Dishwashers and their detergents might work abrasively at the cutting edge, so the blade will dull very quickly. Do not stick it blade first into the ground or cut food on a ceramic plate. Both things will dull it quickly. The sheath retention / click will become smoother, easier over time. And then his name is, I'm just going to go with Paul, but I believe is it Paulius? Something like that. And you can see there. Great dude. Chatted with him via email. Was it absolutely a pleasurable. It was a pleasure to chat with him there. So let me take this big sticker out. I'll put this little one in here. I'm going to check nothing else in there. I'll leave this in here because it's part of the packaging. This will go up in the giveaway bin. I'll leave that out here. And let's take a look at this bad boy. So here's the sheath. See that little Kydex sheath? We do have some movement, but does it matter? I don't know. I'm not a fixed blade guy. There's no like thumb ramp to push it out, but it seemed easy enough right there. Pop it out. And you have this little scalpel blade. And man, is that thin. Look at that. This is like pretty much what I would want. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need anything big. Man, that really is small. You get a good little thumb ramp right there. There's a little bit of a poon. Man, it really is tiny, though. Just for reference, the chickadee is right here. And I think most people would classify this as tiny. So this would be tinier. And I got to say, I'm pleasantly surprised by that. I really like the fact that it's that small. I love this knife, but I'm really digging this. So what I got to find is some kind of way to mount this on my belt, but it's a little bit loose. So I don't know. Would it be worth getting somebody to make me like a leather slip with a clip that I could just pop it in my pocket? Is it worth getting something to loop over so that it fits into my belt? It does move around, but it's definitely not coming out of there. I mean, you got to want to pull it out. You know what I mean? So I'd say if there's any downside right now, it's funny, isn't it, guys? I talk shit on detent lash, and this is kind of like detent lash to me. It's like sheet lash. But that's the only negative I could find about this right now, is that there's no way to mount it. And he told me that when I asked. You know, it doesn't come with any option for mounting, but I think maybe that's because people have their preferences. And this way you can just do whatever you want. You know what I mean? So let's try to cut some stuff with it real quick. Grab some paper here. It's AEBL. Okay. All right. There we go. Should be good for my type of cutting. Get into a grip like this. Get up here, use the tip. Now, the tip isn't necessarily low, but it's a small enough knife that I can just get down and use that. Now, just because a knife is small enough to get up and get to the tip doesn't mean it has good precision. What I like about a knife with the sheep's foot is that I can get to that tip, and I feel like I have really good control with the tip. Does that make sense? Where a lot of times with a knife with a clip point or whatever, I can get to that tip, but then I don't feel like I have the same control I do down here. I'm up here, and I can kind of slide in and out of the cuts and stuff. This is absolutely gorgeous. I think he's done a great job here aesthetically. I think the edge looks good. Let me just take this strap real quick, and sometimes I can tell. Now, I am not an edge expert. We all know this. But sometimes I can tell how the edge is just from stropping it a couple times, because you can feel if there's like something dragging. And I don't feel anything there. Feels fantastic. So, really good there. I don't know what else I could cut. I don't have much here to cut. I have this little baggie from a pen I just unboxed. Kind of has my address on it. So let me see if I can just... Now, it is small, right? So you got to remember that. You know, it's going to be... You got to make sure you're hitting edge, right? But when you're not sitting on the choil or whatever, it's very slicey. Slices right through all that stuff, no problem. I don't keep like rope around. It's kind of funny. I literally just had some rope the other day that I threw away because I didn't know why I was keeping it. And now I'm like, damn, I had that rope. I could be, oh, there we go. I'm not sure what this is from, but I literally never use paracord, so it doesn't matter. It's almost like a shoelace, but let's see if I can get a good enough grip. Oh yeah, look at that. Just right through it. Maybe we can get through two. Let's see. Got through two of those. Just to check. Let's grab this chickadee here and see how that does. Also went through it pretty easy. Prototype from CMB. Also went through it. So seems to be something most knives can cut through. Let me grab something I know is like super sharp. This here, Dawn. They all feel like they're cutting through about the same. Something I know has a edge on it from somebody. This has a mirror polished edge. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. All of those felt, I guess, like factory edges. And this, you know, you can tell right away this has an aftermarket, so to speak, edge. I mean, look at this. No effort at all. That's the Waypoint with an edge from my buddy Joe, which I haven't gotten an edge from him in a while. I got to work on that. But there you go, guys. Don't say I never cut stuff on the channel. Let me put this stuff away. Now, does it mean this is going to replace my Chickadee? No, because as of right now, I have no way to carry this. And that's the bummer here. That's the one thing I would say is a bit of a bummer, is that I don't have a way to carry this. You know? I'm guessing some guys might take that paracord I just had and maybe, you know, wrap this sucker around a loop on a backpack or something, and then you could just, you know, have this there and drop it like that. I don't know if the lighting just got weird in here. Is that me? I don't know. Sorry. Seems like it got darker when I was smacking stuff. So, yeah, that's the Baltic Blades knife. I think it's the Scalpel. Pretty sure it's the Scalpel. It's just called the Scalpel knife, something like that. Let's take a quick close-up look at it. You can see right there it has this beautiful sort of washed finish to it. I think I had the option for that. I can't remember what the options were, but I think it was this wash finish or it was like a plain one. I think these holes were in all of them. I actually think there was one. No, there was one that had some kind of pattern or something that I can't remember why I didn't choose it. Maybe just because of it looked off. Oh, it had like a stone pattern, I think. And I thought that kind of just looked, I don't know, not my style. But feels good in the hand. I'm actually really digging this. It's got a super thin edge, man. Good plunge grind, in my opinion, there. It gets thin right away. And yeah, it's tiny, but it's cool. So I will definitely be keeping this and enjoying it. I'll probably do a follow-up at some point because he did send it to me all the way from Lithuania. But I want to at least have more information or more, you know, something to tell you at that point. I don't know the price off the top of my head. I apologize for that. But I'm going to link Baltic Blades right in the description. So feel free to go down there, follow it. Please do. Go follow them on Instagram, Facebook. Give the guy a little bit of love. He was kind enough to send this along. And I really do want to find a cool way to carry this. I do think it is interesting. If you look at the sheath design, right? It might not be a good option to carry this on a belt like this. Because of the way the sheath is, where it's very front heavy, you'd probably have the loop like here, and then the handle would want to just hang down, or the handle would be hitting you. Where this, you know, it's basically coming to a halfway point, and I feel like that helps where this thing just disappears. So this might be better served with a clip of some sort. Like if it had a clip right here or something, and I could just pop it into my front pocket, and then you could just literally just do this, use it, whatever you needed to do, and then you'd be good to go. There's got to be some options there. But honestly, I think maybe a leather sheath would be cool for this. Like as thin and small as I could get it. Get a leather sheath for it with a clip, and that would be pretty sick. So I might try to get a couple sheaths made, one for this and one for this, for pocket carry. We'll do that. So check out Baltic Blades. Big thank you to Paulius I apologize if I'm butchering that name. I love you guys. I hope you have an absolutely fantastic day, and I will catch you later.